Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. This is the place where women over 60 come to be inspired. My guest today is Lisa Copeland. Lisa is a good friend of 60 and Me. She is a dating coach and she helps women over 50 to find love in their life. Welcome, Lisa.
Hi, Margaret. It's nice to be here.
Thank you for being here. You know, I started by saying find love in their life, but really what I wanted to talk to you today about was finding friendship in your life. Yeah. And how, you know, getting involved in senior dating has really nothing to do with just love. It's to do with, well, a spectrum of relationships.
Yeah, it really does. One of the best things about dating at this age is you have choice. You can have men as friends. You can have men as lovers. You can have men as boyfriends. You can have them as husbands. And most people they have to be a husband or a boyfriend. They don't think of the other ways to have a man in your life. And what is so wonderful about having a man in your life who is a friend is you stay around male energy, which is very different from our energy as women.
Yeah, exactly. It's funny. I have a very good friend. I won't mention her name because she's obviously much more into the dating scene than I am, but she has gone out with lots and lots of guys. And over the years, she's made two very, very good friends. And right now she's going through a situation with her father who's not well. And this man is standing by her side as her friend and providing what you said, that male energy. And she says this to me, that he has a perspective on what's going on that I don't have. So what started as a dating journey for her, she was kind of, I wouldn't say obsessed, but she was very determined, to find love. But she ended up finding friendship. And she says it's like changed her life. So, I think what you said is very true. Friendship's precious.
I have male friends too. Yeah. And I love being with them because men just think about the world in a different way. It also keeps us on our toes with practicing our feminine skills, of thanking men, appreciating them, asking them for help. But you can meet men more than just online. A great place to meet men is go to Meetup. Meetup is an organization that's really around the world. Yes. There are happy hours. There are games. I've even seen where I am. There's people like to learn how to shoot a gun. Well, men are always at that kind of stuff. Yeah. And they're just, they just want to know how to do it. Doesn't mean they have a gun. Or
but they have an interest, and then you follow those interests. Meetup is very good. It's worldwide. Excellent. Meetup.com. Yeah.
Golf too, by the way, is a great place because men love to practice that swing.
Well, give us some more, because I know in one of your articles you talk about this, but you got all kinds of places, like you said, go to the department stores where men hang out, like the do-it-yourself shops, the Home Depots of the world, or go to Meetup and look for something you like as well, but that guys tend to enjoy.
Wine tastings are a great place. Just be very careful how much you drink because we can lose perspective. And just go to whatever the event is with the idea of, I'm just going to go have fun. Number one, it makes you very chilled and laid back. And men like that. They don't like when these women are all over them. I have a friend that's in a relationship, and he and his girlfriend went to a meetup, because you don't have to be single to go to meetups. And he and his girlfriend went to a meetup. It was a dancing meetup, and she didn't really dance. And all these women came out and wanted to dance with him. So be careful about being that aggressive too, because as much as it flatters a man, they're also a little bit
back off.
Yeah.
But I think if you go into the dating scene, but not looking at it as a dating scene, looking at it as the friendship scene, or the just I don't know,
friend scene.
Yeah,
for meeting men for all kinds of things.
And another thing, Lisa, is age, because sometimes when I travel, I stay in boutique hotels or in little hostels, and I meet younger guys, and I always am open to having a conversation with them. I found that they really like older women, for our perspective, and because we're, as you described, not too needy. We're just we have stories to tell. We've lived. Would you agree with that? That finding younger men friends is good too?
I think any age male friend is good. I do. I think we need to stay open to all different types of men, all different shapes and sizes of men. And because what you really want in the long run is their heart. And they're making you feel safe and protected. There is nothing like a man, whether he's a friend, a boyfriend, a husband, a lover, putting his arms around you. Think about how safe and wonderful that feels. And we like that. We really do. We miss when we're not with a man. We miss that male touch, and it can just be a hug. It's as simple as that.
And I think and if you meet them in a non-threatening place where you're just looking, for any along that spectrum of of starting with just a friend and then maybe leading to something else, it just gives you a more relaxed introduction to each other. You're not so so needy and intense. But no, so I think that's really important for women who don't want to date, but just look at senior dating as a means of finding like-minded individuals to share life with. Where's the most? Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, where's the most interesting place that some of your clients have met guys that just for friends who've turned into maybe boyfriends or husbands?
There's two that are really interesting. One was a woman who just refused to do online dating because she said to me she just doesn't take good pictures. She doesn't like it. So I taught her how to go out, how to flirt, how to have fun. She walked into the license bureau one day. She was renewing her motorcycle license. Well, she goes in the room. She scans the wall of people there. She sees the guy. She sits down next to him. He was renewing his motorcycle license too. They got married.
But
it all had to do with she had to know how and learn how to flirt because so many of us are afraid of rejection. And so we won't go up to men. And another woman she was very afraid of her ex-husband stalking her. And she said, I can't go online. I can't put my picture up. So I, again, taught her how to flirt. And she went to meetups. She went to dances in her area every single week. And what she did was she developed a core group of male and female friends. And a lot of women are missing female friends too. I have a lot of female friends, but I am surprised at how many of my really successful clients, because they work so much, are missing female friends. So she made both male and female friends. One of the guy friends fixed her up. And she's in an amazing relationship. So you could find love anywhere. It's really about knowing how to get out there and flirt and to feel comfortable and not be afraid of being rejected.
Well, I want to talk about flirting in a second, but I also wanted to share with you another shout out for meetup.com because I live in a place where English is not the language, the core language. So I set up a meetup myself, which you can do, for people who love trains. And it was basically people who like to take train journeys. So you can start out, have a meeting to get together. We'll plan a trip. So I did it. And 3 women showed up for the first meeting. And it was great. We heard interesting stories and we decided on a destination and we booked the train. But what's interesting is, as we were talking, several of them have friends who are men they're going to invite to come along. And just remember that your women friends have got a network of guys as well. And if you get on with those girls, with those women, you're almost certainly going to like the men that they know as friends too. So it's like not being narrow in your thinking about every engagement has to end up in a love affair.
Yes.
Just take it easy.
You have choice. Yeah. You really do. For the first time in your life, you have choice. Yeah. You're not making babies anymore. Mm-hmm. So you don't need a man to make a baby with you. You can have him in your life for so many things.
Well, travel is one thing too. A lot of guys love to travel, and you've got some time as well, and like similar things, and maybe just choose a group travel and meet people that way. There's lots of ways to meet. But I want to know how to flirt. Tell me some of your flirting secrets.
Okay, the best thing you can do is you walk into first of all, we often feel rejected because we look at somebody, we think they're really cute or handsome, and we put high value on him because of that. And because we don't know who he really is, other than he's cute or handsome, but we think he's probably really wealthy or he's got this or he's got that. We don't know a thing, nothing. So we're afraid to go up to him. So you could go up to him and you could just smile. Like, let's say he's sitting at a bar, okay? And you could go and you can sit down, and you can always start a conversation by what someone is drinking or eating. But what your real purpose with it is to get him to prove that he's worthy of you, not you worthy of him. And that is your empowerment. And I'm really big into helping women feel empowered because we give up so much of our power in so many places, not feeling good about ourselves or worrying that someone will reject us. But this is the philosophy you want to go in with is he's got to prove himself to me. But have fun, smile. You can sit down and go, huh? What are you drinking? Or what is that? That looks so yummy. Or, oh, I love red wine. God, what is that? What do you suggest? Yeah. Ask a man a question and always have a smile. You can also use, can I ask you a favor? And men love, love, love when you ask them a favor. If you ask it that way, or I need your help. I really want to try something new and different in a wine. What do you like? Or what do you suggest? It gets the conversation going. You can get into earthy wines and oaky wines and whatever it is you want to do, or white wines, but at least you start a conversation.
And even if the guy's married, I mean, even if, it turns out that he's not a good person for you to be engaging with, you've got practice, you've got practice at being relaxed and asking questions. I always do this at Starbucks. I always ask people like, have you had the chocolate chip cookies here? Or, what's the best thing in this? Cause you're standing in line usually forever. And it's just getting in the habit of talking to people really, isn't it? Just listening.
Most of us are like this, myself included, on my phone.
Yeah, it's so true. Well, look, you've given us some great advice. I'm really happy that we went through the flirting thing. And I think there's an art to flirting. And honestly, Lisa, you have got it down to a fine art.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I've helped a lot of women meet men in real life learning how to flirt. It's scary. Most women are afraid to do it because they just don't know how to do it. And it's really much easier than you think.
Yeah. But really, I think making that connection with people without any expectations of where it's going to go, looking like you said that there's a spectrum of relationships. We have choice now in our 60s to take advantage of that or not. We've had conversations on 60andMe. I never want to date again, and that's fine too. But if you want to, to make friends and look at dating a little bit wider than just dating and love, then have a go. My grandson always says this. He goes, "Come on, Baba, have a go." And it's okay, I'll have a go. Thanks, Lisa. It's really wonderful talking with you. Thanks for all your great advice. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our 60andMe YouTube channel and also visit our website. We are a strong and dynamic community of women over 60. We're challenging aging stereotypes, and every day we share fascinating stories, interesting questions, and great conversation.